Hi guys, it's Jessica Cadman here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about going to medical school in the UK and then maybe considering coming back into Canada or the US. Particularly this video is going to be about Canada. I don't know what organization is in the US, but if you're in the same boat as me, my plan is to maybe go to the UK and then do my residency back in Canada. Now, I've heard a lot of nightmare stories about people going and doing their medical degree in another place and then trying to come back to Canada and not being recognized as a doctor. So I decided to investigate this a little bit because although I really want to live in the UK, I don't know if it's where I want to stay forever. So I called the Medical Council of Canada, so MCC, and I found a little bit of information out, which isn't really as readily available to people. I feel like there's a lot of confusion around this area of studying abroad and then coming back into Canada and maybe being recognized as a doctor, because I didn't know a whole lot about it. So I'm hoping this video will maybe simplify this whole process for you and help you gain some clarity on actually how to do that. So the first thing that you kind of need to know is that they have a list of schools that are considered and recognized in Canada, and that list can be found on imed.famer.org. so that's imed.faimer.org, and I looked at this list. Sorry, just a second. I looked at this list, and there is an exhaustive list of all these schools in the UK or in other areas in Europe and South America, Africa. It kind of like gives you a list of everywhere in the world where medical schools will be recognized in Canada. So that was a big help. So just be cautious of that. If you're planning on applying to a medical school abroad, just make sure and double check that they're listed there, so that you know that they'll be recognized in Canada as well, and that you're not just wasting money on a degree that's not going to be recognized here. So that's the first thing to look for, and that's really important. It makes the whole process a lot easier. And then after you do that, I was talking to the lady on the phone, and she said that after you complete your degree, you're going to need to take an Mcc evaluation exam, and it's a computerized exam, and you have to take it within 20 months after graduating. So there are a lot of exams that you're going to have to do if you study abroad and are planning on coming back to Canada. So that's one of them. And then you're also going to have to take a national assessment collaboration exam, and that's going to be available through the Canadian Resident Matching Services. So I haven't done a lot of looking into this yet, but I plan on doing it just to see where I can do my residency, and maybe being in contact with them just to find out a little bit more information. So that's another exam that you have to take. And then you're also going to have to take a medical council qualifying exam, and there's part 1 and part 2 to this exam. So you're going to have to take a lot of exams after coming back. For me, that's really not a concern because I feel like I'll be adequately prepared anyways to do well in those exams, I think. If you're going to like a reputable school, then I think it's not a problem. That's on the IMED list. So yeah, so you have the MCC evaluation exam, the National Assessment Collaboration exam, the Medical Council qualifying exams, part 1 and 2. So in addition to these, the province that you're living in may also have additional requirements, so you may actually have to take additional exams or something. That's kind of what the lady on the phone was telling me as well. So there's federal and provincial standards to going to school abroad and how to be qualified in a province, and also within Canada. So that's kind of a lowdown of that. I know this is a really quick video and it's a lot of information, but I just felt like I would maybe throw all this information out there because I know for me there's a lot of information that you have to research in order to in order to kind of know the whole process of applying to medical school, and if it's not stressful enough preparing for all these exams and stuff just to get in and making your applications, you also have to do all this additional research. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave it below. Have a great day, guys. See you later.